December 18th, 2025. Welcome to Vlogmas. My name is Sarah. I haven't said that in a while, so maybe some people needed to know that. So I have opened my Advents, of course, for today. So let's just start talking about them. This is Chicken Lady Fiber Arts for day 18. This one is a bit more speckly, more complex. Here, let me show you the inspo pic for this one. See, we've got some of the autumn colors in the skein that are definitely showing in the picture. But then we've got quite a bit of green as well, which I guess comes from the town that's in the picture. So we are still in West Virginia. Oh, it looks like we crossed that little weird part of Maryland that's 7 miles long, but we're still in eastern West Virginia now, an area originally inhabited by the Shawnee people. This picture, it's a town, if you can see that, is the town of Romney, which is, hey, Romney, like a sheep. It's the oldest incorporated town in West Virginia. It was originally known as Pearsall's Flats in the 1700s. It was once guarded by George Washington's troops. Very strategic during the Civil War. It changed hands at least 56 times during the Civil War. Very interesting. I love that color. I think this might be my favorite of all of the ones out of the calendar so far. I can't remember what the other ones look like though, so maybe it's not, but I really do like that one when I pulled it out. Here is Knitty McPurley for day 18. It is very greeny green. This is very like grass, the crayon grass colored. So that'll be going in soon, like soon in a few minutes. I also have the 18th stripe in my Freckled Whimsy socks. So we have moved into, it's a purplish pink, right? We're shifting a little bit, but I think this is the start of a transition into a new family of colors. And if this is day 18 and I said I'm going to start my cuff in day 22, I've only got a couple more stripes. There's math in there. A couple more stripes before I start that cuff. It's always at this point every year previously when I've done the Advent stripe skeins. Well, some years I've worked ahead because her Freckled Whimsy's stripes used to be thinner, and so I would do 2 stripes a day, and I could never share them on social media because I was always ahead of where we were supposed to be. But I'm feeling the urge to keep knitting on those. Like, I want to get them done now, so it's hard to stop after the first stripe because I want the socks done. But they'll be done on Christmas Eve, so that's soon enough. It'll be fine. Today I am not wearing a hand knit sweater. This is an ugly Christmas sweater. Look at this. What is this thing? There's all kinds of beads and sparkles, and I'm pretty sure this was an expensive-ish sweater. I say ish, right? But I think it was from like Sears or JCPenney or something in the 80s, maybe even into the early 90s. It's a vintage. I got it. I don't know if I got it at a thrift store or like off eBay or something, but I needed an ugly Christmas sweater because every year you have to do ugly Christmas sweater things, and I didn't have one. So I have this. It has shoulder pads. It's awesome. It's a very high quality sweater. It is a nice sweater. It's just ugly in my opinion. Right here, it just looks, I don't know, I feel like my grandma or something with it. So it's not ugly, it's just dated, I guess. But this thing, I think it's kind of scary. I think it's Santa. And is he holding a broom? Because he's a snowman Santa? I don't know, but that face, that's something. But I'm wearing an ugly sweater because we are going to Christmas Singo tonight. So just, I know I've mentioned it before on other episodes, but not everybody sees everything, or I know we don't always hear everything. So for those who don't know, Singo is like bingo, but it's with songs. So they'll play a snippet. Usually the way the one that we go to does it is they'll play the song up until the name of the song is said, and then they switch to the next song. And so you have your bingo card, and if you get 5 in a row, you win. You win a gift card to the place that we play Singo at. And tonight it's Ugly Christmas Sweater Singo, and it's Christmas songs that they're going to be playing. So I had to pull out my ugly Christmas sweater. I'll also be wearing an ugly Christmas sweater tomorrow because it's Ugly Christmas Sweater Karaoke at the same place that we play trivia and Singo, all done by the same people. They're our friends, the DJs. That's, you know, what the business is that do all of this stuff. So we just go to hang out with them. So not wearing hand knits for the next couple of days. I did block the sweater that I wore yesterday. In the end, that's why I had a third change yesterday afternoon. I don't know what is going on with that sweater. It smelled musty. Like after I put it on and was kind of just wearing it, sitting there for a while, I kept thinking, what is that smell? And I could only determine it was the sweater. Although when I like smelled the sweater, I didn't smell the mustiness, but I don't know. I wore that sweater last winter. This was the first time I pulled it out this year, or this season. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it took a trip somewhere, went elsewhere in our house. Nothing else is musty in our closet. We're on essentially the 3rd floor of our house. It's not like we're in a basement where it's damp, or I don't know what happened to that sweater. So I soaked it probably for a good 30 minutes. It's laying flat right now to dry. I won't say that the blocking fixed the puckering of the mend, but it did even it out a little bit. And I'm an ish person, man, and my hair will cover it, and it's not that big of a deal. I'm probably going to end up leaving it. I still have my yarn here, so if down the road I decide I can't live with it the way it is, I can still try refixing it. For right now, I think it's just gonna be what it is. All right, I've got a busy day at work today, so I'm gonna get to that, and I will, of course, share with you what I get up to with the knitting progress and take you with me to Singo tonight. Watching Amber of a lovely yarn right now, and I hope that's not rude that I've like putting that on her face like that, because what I'm actually trying to catch is this picture that she has on her wall. I've seen this on her wall before. I've even commented probably a couple years ago on her channel about this picture that she has hanging. So that picture that she has on her wall is titled Grace. And it is a print of a photograph. I know it maybe looks like a painting, and I think some people maybe think it's a painting, but the original was a photograph. And the reason I know this, and the reason I care, is because the photographer, his name was Eric Enstrom, he had a photography studio in the town of Bovey, Minnesota, very small town on the Iron Range. It was a mining town. And it's, I had aunts and uncles that lived in Bovey when I was a child. It practically touches another town called Coleraine. That's where my mom grew up. My mom's family comes from Grand Rapids, which is about 5 miles down the road. And then Coleraine is where my mom grew up. My mom lives in the house that she grew up in now in Coleraine. And Coleraine was a company town with the mining company. And Coleraine and Bovey, they're practically the same town. But that photograph was taken at this photography studio in Bovey, Minnesota. So where I come from, it's very common. Everybody had a copy of Grace. I have a copy of Grace on my wall downstairs. And I have seen this on Amber's channel before, like I said. She lives in Pennsylvania, so like where I come from, everybody had one. I didn't know how ubiquitous it was across the country. I still don't. So maybe that's why I get tickled when I see that somebody else has a copy of that. But I was watching that and wanted to share that little fun story with you.